It was a Christmas-time double homicide, and it remains unsolved. Hello, true crimerers. This is the case of Jessica Watson and Matthew Macerato. Viewer discretion is advised. This case occurred in Wilmington, Delaware, and it happened at the Casual Male Big and Tall store, and it was located on Kirkwood Highway. Working that evening was 22-year-old Jessica Watson. She was a young mother. She was a junior at Delaware State University, and she'd been working at that store for about a year. Working with her that night was 18-year-old Matthew Macerato, and he had only been working there for a very, very short time. He had literally just gotten the job. Jessica had been promoted to manager just a couple of months prior to this case occurring. And so, of course, that meant, more money for her, and she got to spend that money on her 22-month-old daughter. She was very, very proud of her accomplishments. Matthew, the youngest of 7 kids, was a musician. He was in the middle of working on an album. Everyone described him as friendly and very soft-spoken. And on December 26, 2004, someone took both of them from the world. It was a very busy day because it was the day after Christmas. The final sale was done at 6:02 p.m., and both of their families expected them home within, an hour or so, but they never got home. Eventually, a family member of Jessica's would go to the store. They saw her car parked out front. The front door was locked, so the family member found a back entry and entered the building because it was unlocked back there. It took them down to the basement, and it was there that they discovered the bodies of both Jessica and Matthew. They were lying next to each other. Both had been killed by a single gunshot wound to the back of their head. They were killed execution style. There was a significant amount of money missing from the register. They hadn't made a deposit in the past few days, so there was also a lot of money in their safe, and it seemed like most of that money was stolen. There was no sign of a struggle in the store. There was a vacuum in the middle of the floor, which it looks like someone got interrupted in the middle of vacuuming, but they don't know how the killer entered the building. More than likely what happened is that someone approached them with a gun while they're maybe taking the trash out and kind of just calmly forced them back into the building. Unfortunately, there was no cameras there in that building or anywhere around it. There were no witnesses. They tracked down the person who made that last purchase at 6:02 p.m. and that person was ruled out. But that customer did tell police that when he left the building, there was still one customer in there, but no purchase was made. And all he can describe was that he was a heavy-set white male. Some people have speculated that robbery may not have been the actual motive. This execution-style killing in the basement, it seemed personal, and the robbery may have just been an afterthought. But the truth is that nobody really knows. Nobody knows who did this, and they are just hoping against all hope that someone has information that they can come forward with. Perhaps that someone is you. There is a $30,000 reward. If you have any information, please call 302-299-6102.